welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We are going to be starting here real soon. The race isn't scheduled till 1 o'clock, but I do want to jump in and do just a couple of practice laps against the AI, just to get warmed up for the day before we go into the race. And actually, before we get into it, I will pop over here and just show you guys real quick what we are going to be up against. We do have 5 people registered for this race, which I believe our first race we also had 5 people registered, but only 4, I think, actually entered into it. We are definitely the low man on the totem pole, though, as far as the rating goes, but I've only done 1 race, so it's hard to really say how that's going to influence things or how that puts their skill level against mine, since there's not really much data for me to have a better rating with. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I am a little worried because I hate Laguna Seca. I can get around the circuit most of the time, but I've never been very quick here, and I've always kind of struggled in certain sections. I've definitely gotten a little more solid going around here, but it still definitely hangs me up sometimes and gives me a little bit of issue. Anyways, though, like I said, we will jump in, do some practice laps real quick while we wait for our race to start up. I'm a little worried, too, because they did actually go in and do an update to Raceroom since our race last week, the first race we had for this. And the update actually does make the car feel quite a bit different. And if you guys notice, I don't have all like the extra lights and stuff onto my room right now. It's because I'm streaming really early in the day, and even with my blackout blind down, there's enough light leak around it. It just really lights the room up. So it's kind of like pointless to have all the accent lights in here on. Honestly, I almost forgot I even had to do this race. I forgot I had started this like little series up, and my wife actually reminded me a few days ago about it. I still forgot about it till last night, so I just kind of like threw some practice laps in to get ready last night, and that's really all I've got to drive with the like changes they made to the game. I don't think there was like any major like physics changes or anything as far as that, but they did change like the way the tires react when they get dirty or you go off in the grass a little bit. The cars are a lot more slippery than they used to be. I noticed that pretty much immediately. So you got to be really careful about like track limits. You don't really want to go wide at all and get a tire in the grass, because it really makes the car difficult to drive. Yeah, it seems like they also might have changed like the way the tires heat up or something about the tire model, because the car just does not feel like it has the same grip it used to. The grip fades a lot faster too. Like compared to how they were before, or like say in even Assetto Corsa Competizione, they just are a lot less predictable, I guess, in certain corners. You feel like you have grip, and then all of a sudden it seems like it's just gone. There's like no like middle ground to it. It's really bizarre. You might get to see it a little bit while I'm driving. And before we actually go in and do some test laps, I wanted to go in here and turn my force feedback down just a little bit. I know they did do some stuff as far as like altering the force feedback a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what all they did like tweaks to, but I can definitely tell a difference, and it like feels like it's more aggressive than it used to be. So we're gonna back it down. Say 67 should be about good. It's not like it's really bad, but after so many laps, it does get a little tiring with how high I had my force feedback set. And they also did change like the way the AI react. I don't remember all of the notes. There's actually a lot of notes for this update. It was like a 4 gigabyte update I had to download last night for this. And it's a pretty good chunk of stuff that they actually updated in the game. I kind of feel like part of it is due to like the free trial period they had going on, and there's just so many more people playing different cars and tracks. There was more input coming in on what needed to be altered and where there was issues with cars. It could be they've just been working on all this stuff in the background for a while, but I just thought it was kind of funny that it's like a week or week and a half after they finished up with that free trial for everybody for all vehicles and cars, they released all these updates to different cars and just like changed a lot of things about physics. There was like updates to certain tracks, I believe, too, if I'm remembering correctly. If you go into Steam and you look at the news for Raceroom, it has all of it there. Like, it was literally quite a few paragraphs worth of stuff. They also changed something about like how the cars, especially the older cars, like 70s, 80s, and 90s specifically, they said, like the upshift and downshift has been changed drastically. They're supposed to be a lot more aggressive, or in their words, like literally more brutal shifty or downshifts. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it. This is an iRacing. I can't just click that to continue on my wheel. I don't know if I've just like missed the setting somewhere in the controls, because there is a lot of controls for this sim, but more sims need to have the option that iRacing does, where you can just like, wow, I lost my train of thought. Oh, where you can just like assign a button on your wheel for the
pit lane
like
speed limit is 60
enter
kilometers per hour.
menus.
Track's clear.
Are they
Push, push, push. Brakes are cold. We need to get some 80.
Literally different in like every single sim. Apparently they also updated like all the transmission sounds in the GT3 cars and the tire noises as well, and I actually was able to tell that right away. They sound way better than what they used to. Like just aggressive and abrupt as it was before. It was kind of like really unsettling the car while I was trying to drive. It was like almost over-correcting itself. Oh, they also did something with the rev limiter and changed the way that they work. Really tell the clear left car sounds so much different. I'm honestly not really sure I'm a fan of it. I almost prefer the old, like, rev limiter noise and the way it reacted. Since I do run automatic footsteps, I haven't noticed the difference there, so it's hard to say how big of a difference it made as far as that, but they did say that they changed that as well. Like just all the way around, this car is a lot more glitchy than it used to be. It feels like it's a lot more. I know it sounds like I'm probably making excuses before we even get in the race, but it really does. I noticed it last night just when I was trying to do these practice races. So you can see there, it just sounds like basically garbage when you hit the limiter, and it comes on limiter really fast and hard now.
New fastest lap for Gonzalez, 28.129.
The AI are still so slow in that corner. They're really fast in a lot of it. Alright. That corner is so slow. Still there. Works for a really sure that corner's all like downhill spiral line. Yeah, as long as I've been playing racing games and Sims, I've never bothered to learn still there. Clear right.
That puts you 2.2 seconds off the pace.
Literally been like almost every decent racing game since I can remember, basically. I'm just gonna kind of shut up here for a couple laps and let you guys kind of hear the sound the differences they made to the sound, so I can try to focus on actually putting a couple decent laps in here.
Your brake temperatures are okay.
A little bit too close to the inside. Yeah, I need to stick with what I was saying. Let's shut up here for a little bit actually. Focus on getting a good line and some decent time down on the track.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
As much as what I did there.
8th place. Good lap. What's your work so far? You're currently 1.2 seconds off the pace.
About certain on the bumper there, that was really close. It feels like they changed how aggressive the brakes are in this car too. It does not seem like they were nearly this strong in our last race. It seemed like it just really unsettled the car. It could be because I've been playing a lot more iRacing lately though, and I haven't set where my brake bumper is a lot more force. I found that in iRacing I was having a really hard time not locking up in certain cars, and I finally got it adjusted on there where I can brake fairly consistently and not worry about locking up, but I feel like maybe it's kind of messing me up here where I need to have a lot lighter touch on the brake pedal, especially in these cars where they have a little bit of downforce and I'll slow them down a little bit. There's not many sims that actually have warning sirens that I feel like it's that goes off. At first it really threw me off here in Raceroom. I didn't realize what it was, and then after a couple of races it finally dawned on me what I was hearing.
Checkered flag, P8.
Oh, way too wide. So you can see what I mean, and the front of the car is already seeming to lose grip. It's really bizarre. I don't even know what that sound is when we hit limiter, but it sounds so bad. I don't even know how to describe what that noise sounds like. So hard to tell exactly where the nose of this thing is. I know it has an extremely long front end and it's a very wide car, but it makes it so difficult to judge where you're at, especially when you have no peripheral view around you. I'm noticing going to be a lot more careful trail braking too with this update. The rear of the car unsettles and
That's the
comes
end of
around
the session.
so much easier than
P9.
it used to. And
Look out for the
because
pit
I've
speed limit.
literally never even been in one of these cars, I can't really commentate on how correct that really is for this style of car. Yeah, a lot of cars will tend to come around a little bit, especially if you have the brake bias set towards the rear more. But as you saw, I was at 58-42 balance I moved it to, and even there, the rear of the car just comes around so easy even with light trail braking now. It's very, very odd and kind of unsettling and makes it kind of hard to get yourself to push the car and really commit to something, because it's a lot harder now to judge when the rear of this, well, at least the Mercedes in the GT3 class is going to come around. Before, it used to be a really predictable, really stable car, and it just seems like it's gotten way more slippery with this update. So I did check my phone, guys. We have 4 minutes roughly till our race starts here, 3.5. So we are going to go ahead. I'll switch you guys over to the Be Right Back screen here for just a little bit. Throw the background music back on and give myself just a quick bathroom break before we get in here. I think the race overall, including like practice qualifying, should be right around 20 or 5-ish minute. Well, no, I believe it's like a 5-minute practice and 5-minute qualifying, so it should be about a 30-minute race. So it won't be a super long stream today. Looks like we did have a couple more people that registered though. Now we have 8 drivers overall in the race. Alright guys, we're back. Let's go ahead, hop in here. We are able to join now. It actually popped up like as soon as I took the screen down that I could jump in and join the race, but it's alright. We should still have plenty of time to get in here, get our practice laps and our qualifying in. Okay, I was like, is it working? Oh, before I forget though, for any of you guys out there watching that do celebrate it, happy Easter tomorrow. Hopefully everybody can enjoy it to the best of your abilities with everything that's going on. I know it's definitely going to put a hamper in a lot of people's usual plans for the year, but hopefully you get to at least enjoy it a little bit with your family and try to make the best out of it. So I definitely need to spend a little bit of time like just solo playing around with the setups in these cars if I'm going to continue doing this series. Sorry, excuse me guys. Because I've been running nothing but stock setups so far, and while the stock setup in this car is good, especially with this new update, I feel like I really am just like falling behind because I haven't been modifying the setup
lane speed
whatsoever.
limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
I feel like the default. Oh wow, that sounds bad. Wow.
All clear on pit
Why
exit.
did they
The brakes
change
are cold,
the
be careful.
sound? It was honestly so much better before.
Checker flags out.
It's like the
Sixth
most
place.
deadly pit exit corner of all time. It's so easy to take a little too much speed into there and just slide off into the tilting downhill. And it's so narrow, you don't really have much of any kind of space really to run off. Well, that didn't last very long. It was really a bizarre feeling too. I was like mid-corner and my wheel just like went completely dead on me. At first my brain was like, what just happened to the car? And then it like clicked that, oh, we've already done with the practice session. So I hope the audio levels are alright for you guys, because I had to switch over to using the Stream Elements OBS, and I have not tried streaming Raceroom in this yet, and because I had to run down to get some stuff for breakfast, I didn't really get a chance to do like a practice recording for Raceroom to see how the audio levels were. I just kind of like guessed based off of where it was when I was streaming iRacing yesterday, how loud I should have it, so I'm hoping the car is loud enough. I said it before, but it really is kind of just a little difficult to judge how loud to have it without making like a paper list or like making a text document where you can write all the settings down between different settings, or go in and manually adjust every game's volume level so the output levels pretty much match up, because they all play at such drastically different volume levels. Came in way too tight on the inside of that corner.
Was at 129.03.
Almost did it again, come on. Yeah, the front end of this car pumps so hard now, it is really bizarre compared to how it used to drive. You used to have to get a decent amount of laps in the car before it would start doing that. I mean, it's kind of expected with a car with such a long front end and as heavy as the Mercedes is, but I really feel like you should have more grip longer than you do in this car. God, I hate that corner. It's so hard for me to get that right for some reason. Tried to downshift there again. I don't know why I try to suck it there every time.
The lap time was at 127.69.
Car started sliding a little bit on me there. So that's what I mean, like it's really hard to judge how much you can trail brake and how hard you can dive in the corner with this thing now compared to before. It could be just Laguna Seca too was kind of exaggerating it, because there is a lot of camber on these corners around the circuit. That was actually a half decent lap too. I cannot believe I just run that lap like that. That's the corner that's like got me the most too after this update. I have such a hard time breaking that last little bit of the corner.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Oh my god, that line was garbage there. I don't even know why I was in first gear.
Sector 1 is 0.8, slower than your best.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised I was able to catch that. That's another thing I've noticed too, is once the rear end of this thing starts coming around, it is extremely hard to catch the slide now.
Sector 2 is 0.6, off your best.
Oh, understeer. Too much speed. That might honestly be why the AI is so
129, 170, now 2.0 seconds, off your best.
Grip they have there. I know they said that they changed something about like how the AI reacts to like different slopes in the terrain now. Like they have a better understanding of it, which really surprised me. That seems like a really difficult thing to program in for AI. So that could possibly be it. They might be judging the slope of the track better and just how much room the car has better than I am. I mean, obviously we're not up against AI right now, but I'm referring to like our practice runs there before we come to the race. I turn in too sharply there, and there's a lot of my issues in that corner. I know it, and I keep trying to correct it little by little, but it's still just giving me so much issue. I don't know if you guys have ever tried talking around on a race circuit, any kind of speed. It really is a very difficult thing to do. Every time I try to look down and check
just done 28.16, 2/10
I
of
end
your
up
best in
veering
sector
like
3.
wildly off course. Oh, too deep.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
This thing is just a pig of a car when you go wide in the corner. There's like no bringing it back in. Once you make a mistake, you're basically just stuck with it. I know that might sound kind of obvious, but a lot of cars you can kind of correct yourself by letting off throttle or
Sector
giving
1
just
is
like an extra
0.5,
jab of throttle
slower than
to
your best.
start rotating a little bit. And this thing, like everything I try, it just keeps barreling its way straight off track once you start understeering. A little better that time, still really slow, but a better line. A little bit of progress.
You're 2/10 off your best in sector 2. Right before the start and finish. Wow, see what I mean? Like the whole time there, the rear end was starting to rotate around a little bit. It's really unsettling when it does that. But yeah, I've got to find a really
are better balance there. Braking late enough, but not too late where I have the issue where I just did there, where I'm still kind of trying to trail brake in the rear of the car just when I come around on the instead.
Sector 1 is 0.43 off your best. Checkered flags out, P6.
Ouch, not really that great of a position for qualifying. That's okay though. There's been plenty of races, especially in iRacing, where I've qualified a little further back, but managed to get a decent finish overall, so just have to see what happens. Usually when you get a lot of people out on track, unless you're at the very front of the pack and you can actually get away and you're fast enough, usually people are not as fast in the race as they are in qualifying, unless you can get like really clean runs and you're not battling each other for position. Then you can kind of take advantage of like drafting and get a little more time than you could on your own. I should probably start my car.
20 minutes.
Oh god.
Okay, Jeff, are you ready? Watch for the lights. Go. On your right. Still there. All clear on the right. Sector 2 is clear.
Maybe I just need to wait even a little bit later in that corner to get on throttle. plow straight off the track as soon as you give it a little bit of throttle.
The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 14 seconds.
Jesus, he is way back there. Completely botched that corner again. Coming out of the exit here. Oh, massive understeer there.
New fastest lap for Dimitri 125.00.
We can just manage to get through this race without spinning, with no contacts, keep our position here in fifth. I will be more than okay with that, honestly.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Couldn't tell if there was a
Clear incident clear
there in the wall, but one of them. Looked like he put himself back in the wall. I guess he got out of the way.
Fastest lap for Dimitri 124.84.
Looks like we might be closing in a little bit on this guy here.
That lap time was 128.00.
Oh, come on, come back. Like, I'm having a really hard time committing to any corners, any kind of like real speed, just how skittish the car seems since the update they did.
Green has retired. The gap in front has increased to 4.1 seconds.
Wow, really?
Fastest lap for
Dimitri. That has to be the gap for first. No way he's 4 seconds ahead of me. I can literally see him like every time I come around a corner. Just about on the halfway point of the race. Looks like somebody took out some of the cones there. Oh my god, like I was breathing on the throttle and it still just started understeering. I'm sure you can probably hear it in the game audio, like I was not giving this thing any kind of power. It was just, nope, not having any part of it. We're really just gonna have to roll the cars through the corners, I feel like.
The gap behind has now decreased to 10 seconds.
thing is like a bear of a car to get around the track now. That is insane how much more difficult this thing can go drive. And I swear
You've just done it 128, 1.5.
Whatever they've changed just across the board for like all cars definitely has had an impact. Definitely gonna have to do some more testing with some of the other vehicles here in Raceroom too, just to see how they handle it before. So I've only got a couple races under my belt in this thing, but cars like the R32 Skyline that I've driven quite a bit, I should be able to notice quite a bit more and be like sure of what I'm saying, as opposed to this where it could be a number of factors, including like track temperature and just the constant elevation and camber changes in the road.
Okay, Jeff, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. You're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
Oh, you can really hear the tires scrubbing there. Didn't give myself enough room after running off the dirt. See, you can see what I was saying there. My brake efficiency was drastically decreased because I
The lap time was 128, 4.3, sectors 1, 2, 1.6 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8
wow,
off the
the
pace.
person who is leading this is insanely quick around here. And granted, I'm not the best at Laguna Seca, but wow, is he fast. Honestly, probably really lucky I've been able to save that, especially coming down the hill like that.
Stay focused.
I don't know if there's a lot I can do about lap time. It feels like I'm just starting to really struggle with the grip. Yeah, if I can not manage to get like a setup to where I feel like really confident with this car again, we might be switching cars for next week's race. It's kind of a shame too, because I really did enjoy the AMG up until this update. Oh, that was my fault. Wow, just barely managed to get it slowed down and back under control. That was definitely a bit of a scary moment though. I thought for sure we were going to be going off into a wall or at least spinning out.
Alright Jeff, no chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. Your last lap time was at 127.76. That's your quickest lap.
I sat there and said something about not being able to find grip and set down my fastest lap of the race. Talk about making a liar out of myself.
Sector 2 is yellow.
fun this time. I gotta say, even like running back here on my own, this race is going by fairly quick for being a 20-minute race. I have a feeling that has to do with just like how challenging this car is to drive and like how focused I am on trying to keep on track.
The guy ahead is alarming.
Oh, we're closing in on him. Oh my god. Way offline there. Got a little too excited when I saw how close we were to that car.
Alright Jeff, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Hey, I actually think I took the right line that time. Oh god.
Alarming. The gap is 3.8.
I think he might have went wide up there too. It looked like he went off a little bit in the dirt. Oh my god, this thing is plowing in the corners again. Well, I did just run off on that side, so I probably don't have the greatest grip on the right side of the car right now. I do gotta say that it's added a fairly interesting element to the racing here at Raceroom, because before when you went off, it really didn't affect the car's grip a lot. You could tell a difference, but you'd still push the car fairly hard before it would start sliding out after going off in the dirt and the grass. Now going off in the dirt or grass is actually fairly detrimental to your grip in the car, at least so you get a little bit of time back on track and get all of that stuff knocked back off. Too much speed. I didn't want to get on the brakes any harder though, and then cause the rear end to start coming around and settling the car too much. Wow, the understeer is so ridiculous. If anybody watching does have any tips on tuning GT3, more than happy to take your guys' recommendations. Either leave it in the chat, or if you're watching this on the live stream replay, feel free to comment down below. Give me some pointers, because I don't know that much about tuning GT3 class cars and getting them to drive properly, at least not correctly. I've done setups and tweaks to get them driving a little more how I want, but I just really I'm unsure of the proper way I should be doing it, or what's the most effective means to go about getting rid of all this horrible understeer I'm getting in this car.
You've just done 128.76. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Almost to the end.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Okay, Jeff, you've got half your fuel left. Green flag.
That's actually the second person that's
Sector 1 is clear.
So could just be that's really slippery water to get around the speed. I actually don't have any issues around here though. Oh, cut the track. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I can really tell. In front of the car just doing this weird little drifting thing going back and forth in some of the corners. Really making it difficult to be smooth or fast for the corners. Probably get a little bit of our brake bias back towards the rear so we can get a little bit of wear off the fronts. Oh, going wide again. Must be losing a lot of grip in his car too, because he was extremely slow around that corner. Come on. Mega understeer again.
Car on your left. Clear left. P4, there's the finish. Good drive.
I knew he was going to go for it too. It was the last corner on the last lap. I would have probably done the same thing because literally I had no choice other than to give him room or push him in and cause him to wreck and then take an incident on my end. Definitely a fun race though. Just really wish it wouldn't have been a Laguna Seca. Not a fan of this circuit. And with the updates they did, it definitely has made these cars tricky to get around here. There was a lot of people that were fairly quick that ended up spinning out. I don't know why it says continue to next session there. It always just like kicks you out because there's literally only one race in the session for this series, at least every week. Yeah, definitely gonna have to put some time in before the next race next week. Work on getting a good setup on this car or switch to one of the other GT3 cars and see how I like them and work on a decent setup for them. I also got to go out and see what track's going to be running next week. I actually don't remember for sure. See, if we go over to daily schedule. Oh wait, I think I have to click back first because I am in this. Okay, now go enter. Spa. So at least a track that I have more experience on and I'm a little bit better at. I've only drove it in Raceroom one time though, so I'm definitely going to put in a little practice this week. Just get the hang of things before we get into the next race. Like I said, I really have got to work on getting a better setup, especially after the updates they've done. The car just does not feel remotely like it did before to me. Like, I can't really say that. It feels like the same car. It just feels like they pulled so much grip out of it and made it way more prone to understeer, which I really don't feel like is that realistic for this car. If it was like, say, the Porsche, I could see that a lot more getting on throttle understeer as badly as that because it is a rear engine car, but something like the Mercedes I feel like should have enough weight over the front end that it's not going to squat nearly that much in the rear and cause that much on throttle understeer, especially with only like a few laps in the tires, because the problem starts like immediately. Like you can tell right away when you're still warming tires up, then you get a couple good laps after the tires are warm, and then it just like feels like traction falls off in the front really, really quickly. Anyways, for those of you that did tune in to the live stream today, I really appreciate you taking out the time to watch it. For those of you that are watching the stream replay, I really appreciate you guys doing it, because that's a lot of video to sit through for somebody to watch a replay of a live stream you can't even like interact and be part of. Those do get me a lot of views though, so I really do appreciate you guys. It's honestly kind of crazy. A lot of my live stream replays end up getting more views more quickly than what my regular video uploads do. It's not always that way, but it's definitely a trend I've seen that I get a lot more views on these for some reason. So all you guys that do come back and watch live stream replays, I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to hit that like button down below, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.